There are many ways I make my egusi soup, but this is one of my favorite ways of preparing it, and trust me, it always comes out tasty and yummy. Follow this method or process and make your next egusi soup and thank me later. So keep watching if you want to see this. I already have some washed meat in the pot. Next, I'm going to add some washed stockfish fillet, some grounded peppers, crayfish, and some onions. Next, I'm going to go in with some Maggi powder, some salt to taste, add some water, stir it around, cover and allow to cook until the meat are very tender. And I discovered that most Nigerian soup recipes always start with cooking the meat first. Was this idea of cooking meat first initiated by our forefathers? Comment down below why we always prefer to cook the meat first. While the meat are still cooking in a pot, I added in some palm oil. I did not bleach the oil and it is not necessary, okay? So next I added in some chopped onions, a little bit of Maggi powder. Next I went in with some pepper blend, and this is just a mixture of one large red bell pepper, one medium-sized onions, and some crayfish. Give it a beautiful stir and fry for 2 minutes. I have my blended egusi right here. So to that, I added in a pinch of Maggi powder. You don't have to do this, okay? This is just a habit. But the idea is that when you bite on the lumpy egusi, it will taste so good in your mouth, okay? So next, I added in some roughly blended onions. Mix really good until you achieve this thickness. The base has been frying for 2 minutes now, so at this point I'm going to start by scooping the egusi paste into it. And if you want the egusi to have lumps, after scooping the egusi paste, cover and don't stir. Allow to cook for 5 to 7 minutes on a low heat because egusi can be so deceptive. But I don't intend making this particular egusi soup lumpy. So after 3 minutes, I checked back on the soup. I'm going to mix very well and fry until a crumbled texture is formed just like this, so that all the base will absorb the egusi. Look at that beautiful color. So when you are happy with the texture, add the meat stock, mix very well, cover and allow to cook for 20 minutes. And this will make your egusi soup not to go bad easily. And it also give your egusi soup a very nice flavor. After 20 minutes of letting the egusi cook, so I'm going to add the cooked meat. Next, I'm going to introduce some smoked mackerel fish, some fresh shrimps. If you have any other fish, any other protein, add it at this point. So I'm going to add some blended crayfish, uziza seed, and some scotch bonnet pepper for more heat. I added in some vegetable. This is spinach. You can use any vegetable of your choice. Mix all that delicious goodness together. Let me know in the comment section if you are salivating at this point. So after mixing, I tasted and I felt the soup needed some cube. I went ahead and sprinkled just a little bit of Maggi powder and some salt to taste. So cover and allow to cook for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, give it a final quick stir and your egusi soup is as good as ready. Take it out from the heat, pour some in a food container, pop it into the freezer, keep the rest for later consumption, and this will make your soup look fresh and more tastier. You guys, this soup tasted even much more better than it looks. Good health begins with delicious good food. And I hope this video was helpful. I had this soup with correct hot eba and that was a perfect match. What other fufu pairs well with egusi soup? Comment down below. Thanks for watching. See you soon with another mouth-watering recipe. Enjoy!